Hey, welcome, Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. Hope you're having a great week. And today, what I want to talk about is something we've been talking about in our Facebook group, the Ask Your Coach Facebook group. And if you're not part of that group yet, I'll put some links in the show notes so that you can find that group because it's a great group. This week, we're talking about the mind-body connection. And I want to talk about that related to something I've talked about a lot on here. It's the mindset questions that I ask you to go through on a regular basis. And again, if you're new and you haven't heard me talk about that, go to jeffhaggie.com/fear into fuel, and you'll see some notes from a summit that I spoke at that has all those questions, and you can hear about it in other episodes that I've talked about it. But there's such a powerful connection between the mind and the body. And I want to just give you a few examples. Think of any elite athlete. Before their event, you always see them with their eyes usually closed, and they're going through the whole process before they actually compete. And why is that? Because everything that happens has to happen in the mind before you can express it outwardly. And it doesn't matter what we're relating that to. When we're asking ourselves the questions every morning that I have in that list, the reason is it gets your mind thinking in a way that you're going to be able to outwardly express those things. I remember when I used to steer wrestle, before every run, I would sit on my horse getting ready, and I would sit there and close my eyes, and I would go through the whole process, and I would see the whole run. I would go from everything from getting ready to the point where I finished the run, and I would visualize the whole thing. And there's such a powerful connection there. I remember going through a process once with Tony Robbins where he talked about doing the things that really get you excited and happy, and he got us in a kind of a peak moment, and then he says, now be depressed. And you're happy and excited, and then trying to change that mood, it's not going to happen. Similarly, if you're looking at a situation where someone is, let's say for example, you're doing something and you cannot keep your eyes open, you're tired, you can't stay awake, and then something happens and all of a sudden, boom, you've got energy and you're awake. Well, why is that? It's because there's a connection between the mind and the body, and when you can have more control over that connection and dictate it, you're going to have better outcomes in what you're trying to achieve. So as you focus on that more and more, you're going to be able to focus on making that connection so you can achieve the goals that you're trying to do, whether they're your big long-term goals or the simple daily activities that you're involved in. So think about that as you're going throughout your activities, and when you're struggling with something, maybe it's something you need to make a different mind-body connection, and take a look at that. I'd love you to go check out our Facebook group. There's some great posts from the other coaches in there, and see what they've got to say on this topic. And I'd love to hear some of your thoughts and comments. So leave some comments below, leave some comments in the Facebook group, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks.